In this video, we are going to be discussing the top 3 whiskey picks for beginners, people just getting started in the whiskey drinking business, or people who just maybe have less of a refined palate, who aren't quite snobby enough. What's up, my fellow whiskey lovers? Today we're going to be discussing the top 3 whiskeys that are perfect for beginners. They're perfect for people who don't really drink whiskey, might have an unrefined palate, not really sure where to get started. Any of those things, if you fall in one of those categories, or if you're an experienced whiskey drinker, you'll love these whiskeys. Let's get started. All right, so number 1, we're going with the lowest proof whiskey. I've got Basil Hayden. Now, a lot of people disagree with me on this because it's part of the Jim Beam family. They're not huge fans of Basil Hayden, but the reason why I recommend Basil Hayden is because, one, it's a completely different flavor than Jim Beam. Jim Beam is very flat with really heavy sweet notes on the front, that really caramelly type note, but doesn't really have a whole lot of body to it. Nor does it have a whole lot on the nose or on the finish other than just a really sharp alcohol burn. So the reason I like Basil Hayden small batch, it's around $45, but it's 40% alcohol by volume. It doesn't have a ton of burn to it, but on the nose, it's got these really nice fruity, floral type of notes, and then on the palate, you end up with a nice brown sugar and a little bit of like a peppercorn, which is a very wide breadth of flavor. On a whiskey profile for something in the $35 to $45 range, so I do recommend it. It's a really nice whiskey just to kind of get your feet wet when it comes to your fruity notes, and so yeah, definitely recommend it. 40% alcohol, it's pretty much everywhere. That's another good thing about it. A lot of people carry Basil Hayden and all of the different Basil Haydens because they're a bunch of different flavors. All right, the second one I've got for you today is going to be Buffalo Trace. Everybody loves and knows Buffalo Trace. If you can find it nowadays, which I can find it pretty much everywhere. A lot of people complain that it's hard to find. I disagree. But if you can find Buffalo Trace, I definitely recommend having this whiskey on your shelf or on your bar cart for this reason. Buffalo Trace Distillery makes a whole lot of really hard to get, really well curated whiskeys. You've got your Blanton's that comes out of Buffalo Trace, Weller comes out of Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare comes out of Buffalo Trace, and of course, you've got your delicious Buffalo Trace. So, understanding the flavor profile of this particular whiskey is going to help you understand the flavor profiles of your Eagle Rares and your Wellers. They're a little different, but you still get a lot of that base note in the $25 to $30 Buffalo Trace that you would anywhere else. And for 45% alcohol by volume, it's really not that much. So definitely worth picking up. Again, easy to find. The final option, the final recommendation that I recommend everybody has on their bar cart is good old Wild Turkey 101. Now, Wild Turkey 101 is a fan favorite. It's on pretty much everybody's shelf for this reason specifically. It has a ton of flavor to it. It does have a little bit of kick, so it's not for the faint of heart, but it will get your palate used to some of those maybe slightly higher proof whiskeys so that you have a wider range of what you can try and what you can sip on and stuff like that. This one, again, is 50.5% alcohol by volume, so it's not going to be timid, but it's not going to knock you on your butt. And for the price point, you're looking at like $35. Wild Turkey 101 is absolutely everywhere, so you should really not have any trouble finding it. These are our top picks for the best whiskeys for beginners, whether you're looking for something sweet and savory, something with a little bit more bite, a little more punch for that 101. You're going to really find it in one of these 3 whiskeys for the most part. Which of these 3 whiskeys do you think would be your favorite? Let us know down in the comments. Smite that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video. Peace. Anyways, Basil Hayden has this really nice fruity, floral, fruity notes. Wow, I said fruity twice. Now, top 3 whiskey picks for beginners, people who don't have a refined palate. Fire over here. with whiskey, and damn it, best whiskey business. Whiskey lovers.
What?
Welcome to the Single Barrel Snobbery channel. Wow.